There we go. All right. It always takes a little while to go live, so I don't know when to start, but it says I'm live. So, welcome everybody. Wanted to take a minute. So, for those of you who have followed my stories, I am sadly sitting here alone waiting for FedEx to deliver MyFresh Meals. It was a slow rollout on this initial orders. They're actually not due to be delivered until February 9th. But I've been jealously sitting here because people have been getting their orders before me. So I have to live vicariously through them, which is why my friend Lani is with me today because she got her order already and she has MyFresh Meals, has been eating them, sharing them, and I'm assuming loving them. So I
Yes,
wanted to hear from her. So welcome, Lani. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. Great. I mean,
How
I'd
many
love
meals
some.
have you had so far now?
How many have I had?
Yeah.
Probably we're at like the 5 to 6 mark.
Okay, so about halfway through. So we're going to start from the beginning though, because everybody knows I'm anxiously waiting on mine and excited for them to get here. And everybody knows when Thrivers get something new, they have to show it off. But we're going to talk about what happened at your house with this man right here before you could even get started.
Yeah. So the story goes, that it was on Friday, anxiously awaiting. I knew they were coming. He didn't really know. I mean, he's half listening to me that these are coming, whatever. I'm making dinner, which is unusual at our house. He is the chef here. He's just years ago took swooped in, and I'm not complaining because he's amazing at it. But I'm making dinner and I turn around, I got them, I set them on the counter. I knew they were in this, cooler, not going to worry about it. So then I turn around and here he is, like digging into them, has his little pocket knife out, getting them all undone, and checking out all the flavors I got and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But the first words he said, well, we got to get them in the freezer. And I'm like, no, like that's not what this is all about. It's fresh. Like we're going to put them in the fridge and we're going to have them when we want them, whether it's you for lunch, Callie for lunch, me, sitting here during the day or whatever we do. But yeah, I mean, I literally think it was,
But he
get out of
survived. Like
here.
he's okay. I will, from a guy's standpoint, a box, tape, and a pocket knife are just three natural things. So he probably couldn't help himself. But yeah, you gotta like make a production out of it. You gotta be excited about it. But apparently he was a little too excited about it. Um, so now we unfortunately my menu that I got, I haven't found my clean copy. I've got the one that I circled the ones that I ordered on there. But this is the current menu, and what a way to start! Like I didn't know we were gonna have so much variety right off the get go.
I was shocked. Like it took me forever to order because I was like, what will I like? And we, as you know, but your audience and my audience probably don't know, we raise Angus beef. So therefore, I mean, we're very picky about what we do when it comes to the beef side of things. I
Hmm.
did lean more towards the chicken, those kinds of things, or the pastas or whatever. I did get some of the beef, but I mean, I was like, okay, what does this have with it? Will I like it? I'm going to try something new. I mean, it was almost overwhelming for me. And I was thinking, this is just launching. They're, just dipping their feet in. We're going to have a few options, but not what we did. And the only, that they're only going to grow it is so awesome to me
Yeah.
because you're never going to grow tired of it. Because that's what one thing I was a little bit like, oh, okay, how many times am I going to eat this if I keep auto shipping and things like that? But I'm excited for all the choices. But
Yeah, and it's just the start. And um, like you said, you guys raise beef. I bought beef from you before. I like to buy my beef from various local farmers, so I've got a freezer full of beef. Um, and I didn't even, now that you mention it, I don't know that I worked that into my order. I'm kind of looking through it. Hey, I got the cod, I got the chicken, yeah. The meatballs I've heard are amazing, so I had to get those. But so what are some of the ones you've tried so far, and kind of give me your feedback on
okay, so I brought one with it because I'm going to have this for lunch. This is actually the barbecue chicken and cheesy mac. And I'm telling you, um, I got this one for my daughter because she loves the barbecue mac and cheese. And I was like, okay, we'll just see how it all goes together. Now, the chicken was so, I mean, tender but flavorful. The noodles were, it's a wheat pasta, and it wasn't, I like mac and cheese, but I'm not like, it's not something I order like my daughter would. But it is very light. flavoring, and it blended all together so well. So that was definitely, I ordered two of those because I knew my daughter would probably want that. So that's definitely a one that we had. Um, no, so okay, so we get these. I wish we had these 5, 10 years ago when my kids were in all the things and we were crazy trying to figure out what we were going to have for dinner before games and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
Now we're kind of on the other end of that where our lives in the evenings aren't as crazy, but I'm finding so many different ways, especially just for me, like because sometimes I sit here because I'm home during the day. So I'll take my 3 steps in the morning, I'm kind of full. I have to remind myself to, like, okay, get something in your body so that you're not starving by the time dinner comes around. So I
Right.
mean, that's kind of my plan, to, like, I can just pop this in, have it for a good nutritious meal instead of like eating crap, and then not be starving and eating all the things in the evening. So that's like kind of how I choose to throw it in. But saying that, I've only kind of sampled what other people have warmed up, but I'm like, you can't have it unless you let me try it, because I have to have feedback on it. So
Right.
we have the cod that was very good. It was light, not too fishy tasting, that kind of thing. Really liked it. The jasmine rice with that was good. Also had, I got to put my glasses on because I can't read.
Yeah, no, these are, it's kind of small, and that because there's so many of them.
Yes, and we had let's see, I think it was the pecan crusted chicken. That one we tried, very good. It was, had the squash and the green beans. And I will say, with the veggies, they are coming so incredibly fresh, because my daughter, I mean, this is her, but she was like, I'm a canned green bean kind of girl. And I'm just
Ooh.
like, but they tasted as if you got them out of the garden and were biting into them. And I can tell they leave them like a little al dente. I don't know if that's just
Yeah.
pasta, but yeah, just it's very, so if you liked it more done, you'd want to definitely warm them up a little bit more. But I thought they were amazing. In fact, she only ate so many, and it was such a generous serving that my husband took them, like, today to warm up for lunch, because he's like, these are green beans, like so that was really encouraging, it's tasting, because sometimes when you get things like this, just the process of them having to make it so that it's still fresh by the time it gets to us, you don't know what you're going to get. And it is just superb. I can't claim I'm talk enough about how good it is. So
And that's something I've kind of been amazed by, seeing these come out. This is one of the pictures Tiffany shared. Is, when it goes from marketing to reality, you wonder how they're going to arrive. And you
yep.
just showed, the chicken looked amazing, even uncooked in that package. This is the barbacoa beef that she shared, and that looks. She didn't eat the jalapenos. We know Tiffany, but she didn't save them for me either. So yeah,
Yes.
but they're coming out looking as good as what they're showing in the in the pre-launch stuff.
Yes. Yes. I did not get this one, and I wish I had, because I'd like to try it, and I know my husband would love this one. So
And that's what's nice too. Once they start the weekly shipments, is you can go in each week and update your menu. So it's not the same thing week after week, time after time. You just go in and pick the ones you want, and remove the ones you don't, and mix it up. And there's, again, with all those choices, and there's gluten-free options, there's vegan options. So we've got quite the variety. I'm excited to get these in. And I know, again, been living vicariously through my friends who have got them. So I guess, just overall, what is your first impression of them? Could kind of
I,
sum it up.
yeah, I'm super excited for this. Like I said, my husband does a lot of the cooking, and we have a lot of it already in the freezer. I mean, we have freezers full of, like, pork and beef and whatever. But as our size of our family is decreasing inside this house, some nights, it's like, hey, what are we going to have for dinner? We don't want to make the big meal, because, it's just all the time involved in it. And, is it okay? Are we going to share a frozen pizza tonight? Where this is, we can just eat, we can share. That is one thing. The generous portion sizes, I would say, depending on the day, we could easily share one or have a half and have the other half for lunch the next day. So the quality that's coming, the sizes of the portions, and just the simplicity of, instead of, I mean, we've never really been a huge drive-through family. I know that's way more popular, but we just don't, because we have so much here, whether it's just the time to do it. Where now it's the nights we don't want to take the time, this is a great option, or lunch. Or I do watch occasionally my grandkids, and the fact that I could warm this up and feel really good about giving them a portion of it because of the quality of ingredients. I mean, I'm just really excited about this, because I was a little apprehensive of how is this going to work into our life, because when you got a hubby like you that likes to chef things, it's kind of like, do we need this in our life? But I now that I have them this first round, I'm finding so many different ways that this is really going to be nice to have in there. And for me, even like, just for my health, to like I said, getting something good, the protein amounts and all that kind of thing. So getting good stuff in, so I'm not, snacking no matter how much, that's a mind thing. So yeah.
Well, it's easy to do, and like you said, I'm in the same boat. I do a lot of cooking, and people are like, "Well, you don't need those meals." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" There are nights I'm still got two kids in sports, running different places. I'm busy. Mandy's busy. There are nights where we call them scrounge nights.
Yep.
We'll grab whatever's around. Just
Yep.
we're
Yep.
not cooking nothing tonight. And now knowing that these will be available for our family is awesome. I'm still going to love to cook, and I'm still going to make lots of dishes, but scrounge nights are going to be so much healthier now, so much simpler now, with a lot less thought, maybe a little more arguing over who gets which meal. But
That
like you
has
said,
been an
and then the
issue.
share portion, you
Yep.
know, I looked at the same thing. I looked at some of these portions and I'm like, yeah, if you're a fast food drive-through person, this is probably a meal, but if you're kind of watching what you eat already, these are two portion meals when I look at them. And that's great because, you know, you can sit down and make one for the both of us if we're the only two home, or the options are endless. So, um, that's all I kind of had today, was a lot of questions because I want to learn all about these. And as I again patiently wait for mine, they are available to order now, folks. You can get an order in. They are rolling them out slowly. Like I said, they're planning the first deliveries to be completed by February 9th, and then they'll start a weekly rollout of the deliveries from them. You can check out the options for free. You can go see the menu for free. You don't have to have anything. Um, a lot of these companies, you've got to get an order in your cart before they'll let you see the options. None of that's the case. So if you want to check it out, get in touch with me. Um, and I do have one last thing. If you are interested in Thriving, there is a month and promo with some free product on Thrive as well. So lots of reasons. Get in touch, ask questions, and get ready to be excited. And I'm going to have a lot more content. I'm going to probably steal some more of yours. Tell Patty's not in trouble as far as I'm concerned, because I get the whole box pocket knife thing.
Yeah. He's
And
forgiven.
you let him off the hook already?
I sure did.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking some time with me, Lani. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yes. Thanks